This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey. What's that?
Hey, oi.
That's Nathan's
Oh
bag.
my God, get a thumb and kill it. Yeah, everyone, I'm back. And I
You've come with a vengeance too.
Sean, that today was probably the best show we've done in 3 weeks.
You're not the Lone Ranger. Hey, you did come back because something's been happening at your apartment, in fact, the last couple of days.
Yeah, Sean, it's, I'm a holy smoke, Batman. Yeah, something quite small happened, which is going to cost big money. And I could have died probably if I was there at the
Probably.
time, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
But you could have.
But I could have died, basically dead.
Could have died. Didn't, but
No,
could
I
have.
didn't. Wasn't near it, but could have died.
We hear a story from a guy who also
Oh, my God.
nearly died.
Wow.
And it's an
great
extraordinary
story.
tale. You know, if you think you're having a bad day,
Yep.
have a listen to
All I
Colin
can
and you'll
say-
realise you're not having a bad day
All I
at
can
all.
say is RAC Insurance, roadside insurance. Get
Yeah,
it.
that's a really good point. The big Pav, he joins us for a bit of a chat.
And Jemma Rix, she is the star of many a
my
stage
God.
musical. She's here for Lord of the Rings, the
We
musical.
talked to her about facial hair.
Yeah, we do.
This is Nathan, Nat, and Sean. 937.
It's 6:02, Nathan, Nat and Sean. 2 big returns today. One, the 2 astronauts that have been stuck on the International Space Station have just splashed down off the coast of Florida.
I didn't believe it at all. I was just watching
I
that.
know. Sean was
Scott,
convinced
no, this
it
is
was
computer
fake.
generated.
So, no, that was them arriving. And the other big return, have a look at it.
Get my
He can't use his headphones.
What's happening?
Never been away that long. You've lost the power.
Who's been in my seat?
Okay, I'll tell you who.
How many
I'll tell you
hundreds
who.
of people have been in my seat?
Actually, before you introduce yourself,
Nathan
please.
Morris.
Hello, I'm Nathan Morris, formerly from a reality show.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Then I got my big break here in the Perth, thriving metropolis of Perth. Oh,
That was very natural and not
that was Sean looking at Sam for 2 minutes trying to get
I
Sam
was
to play a
wondering what
break.
Sam's doing. I said, hey, Sam, when we say Nathan's back, celebration. Yeah, got it.
Sorry.
What happened, Sam? What happened?
No, it is mine. Sam went, woo.
I was celebrating.
Okay.
My first
All
one
right.
back too.
Yeah.
Nathan Brian Morris.
Yes, hello. So,
In the house.
David Croft was sitting in your chair yesterday. That answers your question.
Also, Caitlin Bassett sat in your chair at some point too.
I wonder
so
if that
it's
somehow,
all over the place.
if I'm going to absorb sporting knowledge.
I wouldn't think so. I
who
don't
knows?
think it
Could
happens
seep in.
through your
Who
butt.
knows? We've yet to do a Sean Sport.
No,
Yeah. Yeah, I've been away, and I know a lot of people got questions.
Yeah, heaps.
Do we want to...
Well, Sam's our digital content
Hi, Sam.
producer. Sam, can you just come on for a second?
Yeah.
Sam has been fielding a lot of the questions on social media, Sam.
Yeah, oh my God, people are so annoying.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with this? You've been fielding a lot of questions.
Yeah, just...
Well, this is a great
Where's
opportunity to
Nathan?
get Nathan to answer your question.
Hi.
The question was...
Where's Nathan?
Have you fired him? Is he coming back?
No, I was in Jamaica. No, I wasn't. No, I was here in Perth. Nothing is wrong with my parents. They are fine. Everyone's health is fine. My health is fine. There's nothing bad like that happening. I'm in a unique situation, which I cannot speak about on the radio yet. There may be one day I tell the story. But I'm basically at the core of it, I'm helping a family get to a better place.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, so that's sort of all I can say right now. But God, if I
Mysterious.
ever get to tell this story, it can blow your head away.
There was a lot of talk about a holiday in Thailand with some
What?
a
Get some
nice
work
set
done.
added to your body.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sean,
You
who
boobs.
said that boobs can't be an arse?
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Yesterday, tell us about your
Yeah.
Oh my God,
little
I'm
photo you
still
took.
floating after yesterday. That was a bit of a career
What happened?
highlight. I got to do a bulletin.
Yeah, she got to throw
the
to him.
David Croft.
Are you joking?
Also,
Can I
the
hear some of
David
this bullshit?
Croft
Please.
told
it's the best.
T how great her voice was.
I
He's
know.
like,
So now
she's
I've just got the biggest ego.
Yeah.
I just blew her head up as well because he's thinking of changing her hair colour to brunette.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And then I said to her,
brunette.
you know what? You are one of those very, very blessed girls who doesn't matter
You can
if
swing
she's
both
blonde
ways.
or brunette, she's still hot. Because you know sometimes the girls add 2 points because their hair's blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, not her.
You need to show me. Can you doctor up a photo that would look like?
Oh, before
Yeah,
Sean
I'm
allows
gonna
it.
find
I
some
won't
inspo
allow it.
Oh,
photos.
why don't we get the listeners to vote on whether you're allowed
Yeah,
to do
because
it or not?
I'm still undecided at the moment. And
Okay,
I could
then we'll
panic
hand
and
it over
just
to
go
the people.
blonder. I don't know.
It'll be blonde, brunette, or crew cut.
It'll change the way she sounds, though, dramatically, obviously.
Can we have a listen, can we have a listen to tea a little bit? Have we got any of it? Okay, all right, we'll get some tea later. I need to hear this.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
I saw a story yesterday about, and as a dog owner, when you see these stories, you go, as if, because at the moment, the way dogs hurt themselves is they eat something that they're not supposed to eat, right? You know, so dietary indiscretion is what the vets call it when they eat a sock and it gets jammed in their thing. It's like, whatever. Okay, so that's bad.
Yeah, my
dietary what?
Indiscretion.
my friend Marty from Big Brother, his dog swallowed his mobile phone.
Oh.
And when you rang it, you could hear it. So...
Did he answer?
Well, he had to pick up the dog. And charging the dog, putting the cable up there was...
Yeah, that was...
The dog enjoyed it, though.
It seemed cruel, but yeah, well, we had to power him up.
Thank goodness our phones are bigger now. It's less of a risk.
I know. That was during the Motorola Razr.
Yeah.
You remember how phones got so small and now we need them bigger? As big as a flat screen?
And the other thing is they do, they just get arthritis and they hurt their legs or whatever and they're limping around. But a new fear has been unlocked by a dog called Yoshi from Hammersley. Yeah. Yoshi got into his mum's sewing room and just sort of ferreted about a bit. And then he lay down on a pincushion and a needle went into Yoshi's heart.
Yeah.
His heart.
Like a martini with an olive.
A 4 centimetre needle went into his heart, Sean.
Now, this all started, Sean. This all started during COVID with the needles in the strawberries.
Yes,
remember? Now we're at the world of needles in your dogs. And that's not right.
The surgery was because they had to... they were worried that when they pulled the needle out, obviously, it was going to cause hemorrhaging. So the vets had to do some emergency surgery that was very delicate and very specific.
Well, when Shawn Mendes talks about hearts needing stitches.
Oh, always.
In that song. I've always been amazed about those things where a needle goes in someone's toe and then travels through their body and comes out their knee or comes out their head. And it's like, how haven't you made a kebab on everything on the way through?
I know. And also...
just picked up a lung and picked up something else and some capsicum.
Wouldn't it be easier to go with gravity needle?
Yeah, that's my thing. It's amazing.
Start at the top and work your way down.
Yeah.
That's no sense.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we're glad Yoshi's okay. And because when they got home, Yoshi just wasn't himself and they picked him up and he sort of squealed a bit.
Look,
but nobody expected that would be the answer.
I am really glad that they didn't overlock this situation.
Yes, exactly.
Sewing gag.
Yeah.
Write it down, everyone.
3 weeks on that.
Some would suggest Yoshi gave himself stitches. Yeah. Yes.
Hello. Okay, I see.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
You were made to meet halfway. Expedia were made to plan where halfway is. Expedia, made to travel.
Auckland, LA, Vegas.
Oh my God.
Nova's Red Room Global Tour, powered by Expedia. Nova's Red Room! Let's go! Let me hear! 'Cause I can't let go.
Oh, this is so good. It's Nova's Red Room Global Tour. It is your boarding pass to see the world's biggest artists up close and personal, and it's all powered by Expedia.
You'll be kicking off with an exclusive Nova Red Room event in Sydney.
Oh, my God. Starting off with this, I'm obsessed with Gracie Abrams, and that's going to be live in Auckland.
Yes, then you jump on a plane to LA, where you'll see Dean Lewis live in Nova's Red Room. That's going to be at the legendary House of Blues.
Yes,
that's an amazing
His dad used to
venue.
be my cameraman.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. We used that last week. Next, you'll jump on a plane to Las Vegas to see Jelly Roll and Post Malone.
Now, Jelly Roll I only see every Christmas when I'm making a trifle,
Yeah,
so
that's
I'd be
true.
very excited to see him outside of December.
But Post Malone we see every day when he delivers the mail.
Mate,
so,
every day.
All you need to do to get involved is go online or via the Nova player, and then we select a person every day to put them in the draw where Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel could be calling them back on Friday. And today's person is...
Yo, kind.
Christina. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, lady.
Christina.
Very
How are
exciting,
ya?
Christina.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hi. So, okay, I'm excited about Gracie Abrams because I'm super young and I connect with her.
Of course you do.
Who do you connect out of these artists the most?
Oh, Post Malone.
Because you've got
Post
facial
Malone.
tattoos,
Of
or
course she does.
Oh, yes.
Was it one tear under your eye for every person you've killed in prison? Is what she has? Yeah, Sean. Yeah.
Allegiant Stadium is where this is at, which is
Yes.
unbelievable. The
In Vegas.
stadium.
Played there.
They had the NRL, they had 4 games.
Narelle
of the
was
NRL
there.
They've
and
had
they had
the
the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl there, 2 years
the
ago.
bowl. Okay, well, that's pretty exciting.
So, Christina, have your phone handy on Friday, okay? Because Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel could just be calling you back.
Christina, what was the last concert you went to?
Oh, my gosh. I think it was Kylie.
Well, as
Wow,
in-
we're here.
Just a few weeks
we
ago.
love Kylie.
Oh, well done.
Wait, the few weeks ago or the one before that?
No, the one before that.
Okay, because a few weeks ago I just saw an old lady on stage.
Yeah, we were always talking about whether the showcase was up to a high level or was it just budget.
Don't make Sam come back in here and yell
there's
at
a
you.
screen right there. I can dance in front of that. That's a Kylie concert.
Okay, that's it. We're done.
Christina, good luck. You're in the running.
Oh, thanks, honey.
Bye,
Thanks,
Ray.
guys.
Bye,
Love
honey.
you.
Love you, bub.
See you,
Any
buddy.
more opportunities to get in Friday's draw, you need to enter online or via the Nova Player now.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm back. Yes.
Come on.
So it's 7 o'clock, new audience. Tell everybody what's
is.
been going on.
I got breast implants.
And they look great.
They're plain and simple. Not on my boobs, though, because I think it's inappropriate. They're shoulder pads.
It's,
Haven't stopped touching you all day. I know it's a workplace, but what do I do?
Yeah, it just adds a little something when it's cold, too. It's just like people go, oh, they're southern.
and that means that your head's sitting in the cleavage. So that's
Natalie,
fun.
I'm not
Yep.
basically forever going,
motivating yourself at all times.
No, I would like to thank everyone for their concern.
Yes.
It was nothing to be concerned about, okay? It was nothing to do with my mum and dad. It was nothing to do with me or our health. Everyone is fine.
You're not in a reality TV show? A lot of
No,
people
that
saying
was a
that.
great rumour, though.
The people were screaming out, Big Brother, you're going on Big Brother. I'm not. Nathan's
I
not
forgot
gonna
they
be-
were even doing it
Yeah,
again. this
Nathan's not going to be called to the diary room.
year. Yeah, but Mel Tracina's the
Yeah,
host.
she is.
Yeah.
From Nova.
Nova's
yeah.
own.
Oh, yeah. So, no, none of that was happening. I cannot speak about what was happening for various reasons.
He's in a cult, okay?
I'm in a cult. And I have to say, he's wonderful. I've got these thetans on me.
We're going to have an interview with Tom Cruise and Nathan a bit later on, so this is going to be real good.
I mean, I'm really going to come into my own telling the story when you bring a yellow couch in. And jump up and down.
We always suspected that if you did linger outside one of those Scientology offices wanting a
I know,
personality
remember?
test, that you'd be sucked in, and it finally happened.
When it all came about, and I was like, oh, wait,
Mary Rodwell.
Religion, no, I was like, religion with like spaceships. And then I was so keen to go in there. And then Nat was like, you can't because you won't come back. And I said, no, because what I'll do is I'll have a rope on my leg. And then when I start to believe, I tug twice. And then they pull me out. But no, it wasn't that either. I may tell the story one day if I can.
Yep. Okay.
And not go to prison.
I think that sums it up.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Experience the thrill of the wait with a $40 million jackpot from Keno Go every 3 minutes.
Ready for this?
Nathan, Nat and Sean's 3-minute thrill with Keno Go.
Oh, we put the call out for Julie Parker from Huntingdale. She had 3 minutes exactly to call us and claim $1,000 cash from Keno Go.
Well, someone gave us a call.
Hello, who's this?
Hello.
What's your name?
Well, my name is actually Julia Parker.
Julia
So
Parker.
who did we ask for?
We said Julie Parker.
And I live in Gosnells, not Huntingdale, but I thought, do I ring? I entered. Maybe it's me. Oh, my God, it's me.
No, it's not. See ya.
Well, where are we? Is this Julia?
We've cross-referenced the phone numbers,
Yeah.
and it is you, Julia. It is
I
you.
know.
So what is it? So what's with your alias? Do you know you have an alias, or when you go to sleep at night, do you think that you're up ringing radio stations as your other persona?
Actually, could be possible.
No,
Nova's in my memory bank
I
in my
tell you
phone.
what, I've always thought those people that sleepwalk and stuff, if only you could do sleep exercise. You wake up in the full workout
How
thing
good
done.
would
Done
it
it.
be?
You've got
Or
your
sleep
steps up.
cleaning.
Yeah.
Sleep
Unbelievable.
cleaning. Imagine
Yeah.
sleep mopping.
Sleep food prep. It'd be
Oh, my God.
So, Julia, did you think you put in the wrong address, or what's going
Yes.
on here? How we
No,
got
I
from
thought-
Gosnells to
I
Huntingdale,
thought-
although they're neighbouring suburbs?
Yeah, I thought there must be a Julie Parker in Huntingdale, but I rang and said, this is the worst coincidence, but I'm just checking.
Yeah.
'Cause I entered.
You know what? This
Julia.
is a new game we're playing soon. It's going to be called Nelly Wright.
Yes.
So we're going to say a name, and if your name's sort of like the name and you live near a suburb near it, then you get a chance.
Julia, you've won $1,000 from Keno Go. Well done.
That's amazing. Thank you.
What do you want to spend the money on, Jules?
Well, I have promised my daughter
Yeah.
this year that her next round of IVF I'm going to pay for because she's been trying and it's a struggle, and I'm invested. This is my potential
Yes,
grandchild.
Mate,
So-
Julia, you're
I've got some
amazing.
friends. Eight tries so far.
yeah,
8
it's
tries.
brutal.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And
How much
it's
is
expensive.
that every time?
well, it's thousands every time.
You know what? Give
And
me
they-
$500. I can get you a baby.
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
She's a
Julia, you're
great
never going to
shopper.
believe this,
She's a
but
great
Julie from Huntingdale, she said the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Can I tell everyone,
lucky.
I actually recently became a grandchild, a grandparent. I just found out this yesterday, not to the same level as you, hopefully, Julia. My daughter
Got a guinea pig?
grew a couple of chickens yesterday and they hatched
amazing.
at school.
Congratulations,
So
Sean.
it's my first time, everyone.
What a proud moment.
Out of her.
Yeah,
I didn't ask the question.
Sure, you know what? And it's best you don't.
That's how it's done,
Ladies'
everybody.
issues.
We'll have another $1,000 for our 3-minute thrill tomorrow. Just register online or via the Nova Play. Be listening tomorrow around this time, and we could sort of announce your name and or a neighbouring suburb.
Nearly right.
And you
Competition coming soon.
It's bloody
You could win
great.
$1,000
Nearly right.
as well.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So on Sunday night, I was at home minding my own business in the kitchen, just cleaning up the dishes from dinner for one.
So the
Couple of hours in.
That's
He
all.
was doing
Let's
the
play
dish.
a song. I was doing the dish.
Do you just for the sake of, because it's silly just doing one plate, do you have like the little saucer thing on the side for...
What do you mean, like side plate?
Do you just,
So
side plate, and
use
extra
more.
knife and fork, just for the fact,
honestly,
just for the fact.
sometimes I won't even use a plate. I'll just use some paper towel if I'm going to have something that's going to be served.
Or
on
he
paper
just,
towel.
No, I
he just
agree with that,
stands
by
over
the
the
way. I
sink
think
and
that's a
eats.
good
I
idea.
stand over a sink and eat it. If it's something like something flaky, I'll stand over the sink.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but anyway, I was doing my dishes.
Dish.
My dish, sorry. Yeah, well, I don't want to lie to people. My knife and my fork.
Okay.
And next minute, I heard something.
Whoa.
Huge explosion.
Was that live?
That's the
that
actual.
was the actual
It was
sound.
amazing that you were recording at the time.
It's amazing that I record everything at home just in case something happens, with myself and myself.
And it did.
So, big explosion. I went, oh my God, what the hell was that? And I started running around looking for what
Frantically.
it was. When an explosion's really big, you don't know where it came from. So,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
next minute, I hear this. And water pouring out of the laundry. And I went, oh my God. So I opened up. I've got the French door laundry. It's an
Yes.
apartment, you know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
So the ones, it's in the hallway.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like the little Euro laundry.
Yeah, the shitty little ones. So I've got that. I've opened that up, and the electric hot water system has exploded. And I'm not talking exploded. You guys seen the video? It's exploded. The things come off the thing.
Yeah.
There is just
sure.
debris everywhere. There was a smell, like a real burning sort of smell as well. And I was like, oh my God, this is insane. So
Was there water going everywhere?
yeah, but no, Natalie, this
What
is
a
the amazing
disaster.
thing. How controlled is this for a disaster? I'll go put the video up on our socials, right?
Mm-hmm.
The water was coming out of the hot water system directly into the sink.
Oh, well, that's handy.
There was not a drop.
So you just went back to bed?
I said to the plumbers, we got one of our Nova family, Smart Fix, they came around and did it for us.
Yep.
And Alan came around, by the way, if you ever get Alan around, he is brilliant. Ask his opinion on anything. But he came around and he was just like, oh my God, that's amazing that it just went in there. And I said, yeah, I know. And I said to him, I could have gone away for a month. And it would have been fine.
Yeah, because you hear those horror stories of pipes bursting or whatever when people are away and
literally.
they get back and the house is flooded.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yours
and
wouldn't
the
have.
flooring all the time is
Yeah.
the
Yes,
issue
yeah.
in that.
And
Yep.
it wouldn't have
Yours
done
is
anyway. So that
No
night-
harm, no foul.
No, so they came around and they fixed it. I've got a brand new Reese system, digital. It's very exciting, Sean. I opened up my laundry now. It's like Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
And anyway, so that was
living.
about 2,200 or something like that, right? For a new hot water system. I told them to get me the shebang, get me the good one. And then that night I was cleaning up the sink, and then I saw something on the sink, a mark on the sink, because I never use that laundry sink. Do you ever use a laundry sink?
I don't have a laundry sink.
Oh, good. What about you? These guys, ladies don't need them these days.
Me personally, no, obviously, but my wife does.
She uses the laundry sink.
Yeah,
well,
for
she does
soaking and
hairdressing.
things.
She does
Yeah.
a couple of haircuts.
For me,
in there,
laundry
put your
sinks
head on
go
the
where
thing.
that's where the clothes go.
Sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So anyway, so I'm going, wait, well, how's this marked, like permanently? And I thought, wow, this explosion must have been big. It wasn't marked. There were two little holes in there, right? Two little holes and they're probably the size of a match head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be accurate.
And I was like, oh my God, this has had so much force.
Yeah, something's
that it blew through it.
penetrated.
And that's what me and Al from Smart Fix was saying. And then he left. And then once he left, I went, wait there. I can't see. Okay, imagine if a bullet goes through a bit of metal, it's got the exit point where it's all sort of.
Yes, it
We've all
shows the
seen on
movement.
CSI.
The movement. The exit point
I
of it.
felt
Yeah.
underneath the sink and there was flat.
Oh,
and I
look
was
at
like,
him,
wait
CSI
there.
over
yes,
there.
Natalie. And then I thought back to the
CSI Maylands.
smelling. The smell. No, CSI
Well, it makes
Maylands.
sense. It makes
CSI Maylands
they're
will be
busy.
run off their feet.
They are busy.
They are run off their feet. So I had to deal with this myself. So I've gone, wait, there must have been some acid thing in there that can burn through metal that quickly.
Eaten a hole in your metal laundry sink.
It has to have been.
And that's come from your exploding hot water system.
Sean,
Well, it has to be.
Yeah, because I keep my acid somewhere else.
But
Yeah,
it also
likewise.
only enough
Little
acid
tabs
to
of
burn
paper.
2 holes.
2 little holes, so I don't know.
It wasn't like a pool of it and it wandered away. It's like like something's dripped on it and dripped in another spot.
But you got to
and then
remember,
it's worn
with
away,
water
either
coming
way.
out as well. So
Yeah.
what could be so powerful that when water is coming
Not
down,
diluted.
yes, anyway. So that's
Lot of
insane.
questions.
They don't. The tradies don't even believe that system comes with anything like that in it.
Yes.
So they're contacting that manufacturer and saying, "Do
find
you have
out.
any battery acid in your system?" Because to our knowledge, we didn't. But he goes, "This is a first. I've never seen this happen before."
Wow.
That's dangerous, by the
So
way.
here's the
That's
deal,
super
though.
dangerous.
Here's
Yeah.
the deal. Yeah, no, Sean, I could have died. I basically could have died.
Yeah.
I was in the kitchen. So I said, "Do you know around the ballpark figure of what this is going to cost?" And then
To replace the sink?
I was going, "Here we go." So it's not replacing the sink because those are units that are together. So basically, you
It's a built-in laundry unit. Yeah.
Got to get the whole laundry. And he goes, and then, as you can see, Nathan, he goes, in the wall, just the side, when they've built this place, they have wedged it into the plaster and built that
Yes.
around. So it's sort of built.
But they plaster it in. It's
in.
not uncommon
Yep.
in a laundry.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in the back, he said, and then the back one, it has a lip that goes up, and that's been plastered in the wall as well. So all these tiles will have to come off. This will have to come out. You'll have to get it probably waterproof.
Yep.
Waterproof Wednesday, as we know from the block.
As we
Yes.
do.
And then you'll have to get it retiled.
Retiled.
And I said to him, could this, because we haven't got a quote yet, could this possibly be more expensive than the $2,200 hot water system? And he said, yes.
It probably is.
It's probably a lot more.
I mean,
hole.
The good news is insurance
Yes.
will cover it, but also that's crazy.
It's crazy.
But you see, I mean, getting back to the block or any people who've done renovations, as soon as you do something in the bathrooms, it is an absolute nightmare,
This is
and it's
a
so
bloody
expensive.
laundry.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. It's going to be way more than $2,000.
But Sean,
I
it's the
reckon
size.
it's triple that.
Honestly the size of my hand. The whole laundry. That's my hand.
Massive hands,
It's the,
everyone.
Big hands,
it's
big
the size of my hand. So I want to talk about this situation because I'm blown away that this thing could possibly cost me thousands of dollars.
2 tiny little
tiny
pin holes.
Check out the Nova Socials.
Yeah.
You can have a look. We want to talk about this situation, right? So the smallest issue or problem or damage, it could be with your body, it could be with your home, and then suddenly there is a huge cost
Associated with
associated
it,
with it. And
yeah.
you're like, oh, how for that? It's the size of a match head.
Shannon, hello.
Hello.
Hi, Shan.
Shan, what happened?
We had a rat living in our Ford Ranger.
Oh, Ratatouille.
We actually called him that. We nicknamed him and we knew he was in there because he kept setting off the interior alarm and we'd go out and there he'd be in there, like deer in headlights. And
Didn't he listen to music with his friends? Making out with his girlfriend?
listening to Nova. He was, we were just driving down the road one day, turned a corner and the whole car stopped. And we were like, oh, this is not ideal. So we called the RAC. We ended up having to get towed. We got towed to a mechanic. And the rat had gotten into the engine bay and eaten the entire wiring harness. Now, I didn't know what that was.
Could have died.
But basically, he did die, and he died.
No,
in the
you.
Ranger.
If you bit into the wrong wire, the brake lines.
Yeah, absolutely. But
So he ate the whole wiring harness, and it ended up costing $9,500.
oh, Shannon.
Shannon.
Rat.
Do you get insurance on a rat eating the wires in the car?
You actually do because it's incidental damage. It's not our fault. So insurance thankfully covered it, and all we paid was the
Oh, my
wasn't
God.
their pet rat.
Hey, Shannon,
that's
years and years ago, one of my mates who, there's older guys that don't trust banks, would save his money and he put it in a shoebox up in a cupboard, and he would save it and he had thousands of dollars up there, and then he went to get the money out one day, Shannon, and rats had eaten the money, and they were just
don't doubt it, but everything.
But dude, it was like confetti, and they'd eaten over the percentage it would be to get a note back because if X amount is destroyed,
Yeah,
you get
that's
back.
true.
They'd
That's true.
$1,000.
So
hungry do you have to
listen
be to
that,
eat
just
money?
leave some food out for them. So they don't eat
You
money.
can't eat money. It's
Thanks,
something else.
Shannon. Kate's in Bateman. Hello.
Hi. First of all,
Nathan, we've missed you so much. We're
thanks,
just all
Kate.
sitting here. We're from St Vincent's Primary. I'm a teacher
hi.
there. And we've just been talking about my story, and we're really sorry about the holes.
Oh,
sorry,
so, you know what? It's about time someone said sorry to me about the holes.
That's really nice, Kate.
You're a very empathetic person, Kate.
Yeah.
I am very empathetic. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you about my small problem
Okay.
now. So it was my son's birthday on the weekend, and I realised that I ran out of sparkling water, and that's like a big thing
Yeah.
for me.
Because
Like,
kids love sparkling water.
Famously.
Oh, look, I don't care about the kids.
Yeah,
I
no,
needed the
I'm picking
sparkling
it up.
water.
Yeah.
So, and my mum and dad were over, and I Uber Eats 12 bottles of sparkling water to my house.
It's Uber drinks.
God, you're a modern mother, aren't you?
Yes.
Modern mothers. Yeah.
And they just came in. They dropped off their 12 bottles of water, and I went inside. And when we went outside later, we realised they've reversed into my mum and dad's car.
Oh.
Like, the whole side of their car is smashed, and they didn't leave their details or anything.
Oh.
So, and I can't get their number back from Uber and everything.
Nothing.
Oh,
Now-
you'd be able to.
now-
No,
You would
be able to.
You must be able
would
to.
I tell you what, I tried to
Well,
contact them
I've been
not long ago,
trying.
and it's really hard
Like, 'cause
sometimes.
you report it to the police.
Well, look, I could do that too.
Yeah.
So
Report it to
the
Schweppes.
whole neighbourhood.
It's San Pellegrino under this.
So now my poor, now we're
Dude.
forking out
How
for
much?
thousands and thousands of dollars.
How much was the soda water in total with Uber? Was it with
look, it was
delivery, or
like
did you do Uber
I think
One?
It was, I was on Uber One.
Yeah, me too.
So I think it cost me like $14.
$14.
Hey, you
so
could have
Kate,
just drunk tap water, Kate. You know what I mean?
you contact the insurance company and you got to tell them this story. What do they do?
Look, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Well, we're going to
So-
follow. We're gonna
This is
follow
fresh,
the
Sean.
trail.
It's fresh.
I'll keep you-
Sweetheart.
I'll
Fresh as
keep
the
you
morning.
updated.
Sweetheart,
Fresh as the sparkling
do yourself
water.
a favour, invest in a soda stream.
Yes.
It's safer.
Safe. It's
Sean.
much safer.
Yeah.
Chelsea, hello.
Hi guys, how are you?
Oh,
Hey,
Chelsea.
Chels.
Chels.
What happened?
Welcome back, Nathan.
Oh, thanks, baby. Oh, I missed you, but I've been watching you at night. I've been watching you at night at your house.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, so glad.
Great.
So good to hear your voice again. So I'm a bit of a crazy rabbit lady. We've always had rabbits because they're really cool animals. And over the years, they've cost us like a chest freezer from chewing through wires. Like fixing up carpets, so they've done that. Anyway, the last lot we adopted, which I think will have to be the last, we let them out all during the day because I don't want to keep them in a hutch, and then at night they go in the hutch. But during the day, they've gone to the neighbour's house for apparently a couple of weeks and dug under and been having a little fun there. But dug so much the retaining wall's fallen over.
Your rabbits have
whole
knocked over a
table.
retaining wall.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because they've done that
Chelsea.
much damage. Like, it's insane. Like, it's mental. When we had a look, we had no idea. So,
Have you had a quote on that?
Yeah, it's about $12,000.
Oh,
Sean,
Chelsea.
it's a rubber-proof fence.
Yeah.
So they made a movie about it. Yeah. Your husband,
so
is his name Warren? Because you love rabbits so
No,
much.
but we're having rabbit stew for dinner.
Of course you are. Well, you are now. Hey, Chels, how do you cover that expense? Is that an insurance thing as well?
No, because they're your
No.
pets. It's your fault.
No. The neighbours have been really good because the fence wasn't the greatest to begin with. So they said, look, they're happy to chip in half, which is awesome.
Are you joking? That's really generous of them.
I know, but it's not ideal for two.
No way.
Can I say something though? We are
funny.
always
Neighbours.
looking for the upper hand in wars. I mean, whoever thought? Just send rabbits over. And
Exactly.
by the end of it, Sean, their whole fort falls down.
The Kremlin will be crumbling,
People
Nathan.
fight with forts.
Yeah,
still,
well,
don't they?
that's why they built the Great Wall of China, Nathan, to keep the rabbits out. So because
Keep
of
the rabbit-
that,
that was the first rabbit-proof fence.
Telstra ads have taught us anything.
Yep.
Well, Jesus, bunnies, hey?
That was full
Bloody
on.
hell.
Thanks, Chels. Colin's in Stratton. Morning, Cole.
Hello, Colin. Hello, Colin.
guys.
Hey,
Cole.
Yeah, there, Cole.
Listener, first time caller.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
Cole, that's
welcome.
lovely.
Hope
Welcome
you're wearing
along.
protection.
Okay, Colin, take a deep breath and tell us your story.
Okay, so look, middle of last year, I was getting the great opportunity for work, right? So they're like, look, come in, 9 a.m., first shift, it'll be great. I'm like, sweet. Look, it was a trial, but it was going to lead to really great employment. So driving through Nangara Road, tire goes out. I'm like, okay, look, it's fine, universe, whatever else, I'll fix it.
Yep.
Get out of the car. Surely, I'm a job, right? Fixing the tire on the right-hand side. in the 10 minutes that I'm fixing the tyre, I get bitten by a snake.
Whoa, Colin.
Whoa,
This is your first day of a new job and you've got a flat tyre and then bitten by a snake on the way to work.
And you can imagine the phone call to the employer. They're like, oh, sure.
What's this liability?
Yeah, this guy hasn't even come to the end. I think he's given us 2 excuses already.
That we don't believe.
Yeah.
So I end up in hospital, and I'm like, do they have to give me the antivenoms?
Yes.
And then I have a reaction to that.
Oh.
So I'm in hospital for almost 3 weeks.
What?
So they couldn't hold on to the job for anymore, so then back to job search.
Colin.
lost you that job.
Hey, Cole, so you're on the side of the road, right? So you take your equipment out and start doing the jacking up the tyre. Did you feel that snake? Did you see it afterwards once you were bitten as well?
So I think I saw it. It bit me and then bailed because I got up obviously screaming. Yeah.
Sean, if I bite someone, I run too.
So, Colin, you're on the side of the road, changing your tyres up on blocks, essentially, your car's up on blocks. You've been bitten by a snake. How did you get help? Did you have to call an ambulance yourself or did somebody
straight
stop?
up called an ambulance. While I'm in the ambulance, I'm kind of like delirious in the heightened state from the thing, and I'm calling my employer. I'm not going to come in. I was bitten. And like,
as an employer,
No one believes that.
Don't tell us the place, but what field was it in? What sort of area do you work in?
So I actually work in drug and alcohol rehabilitation, but this was on Nangara Road.
Oh,
and you would have sounded like you're off your head.
I think Colin might have relapsed.
But my thing about it is rehabilitation. That's caring. That's empathy. You know what I mean? I thought you give a little bit of empathy to the guy that couldn't get here because he got bitten by a snake.
Yeah, but if they had to fill the role,
I think the snake bites just elevate the whole situation, especially after a flat tyre.
Oh, but then he had to go and react, didn't he?
lot.
Like, you can handle the snake bite, you can handle the flat tyre. But when you're reacting to the antivenom, that's just pushing it too far.
Colin, how long does it take for you to feel a snake bite? How long does it take for that poison?
Instantly.
Really?
Instantly. That bite, and I immediately got sick. And I looked and I saw this thing like scurrying off, and I was like,
was it a dugite?
This great.
What sort was it?
It was a dugite.
Yeah.
It was a dugite. Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, did you know what to do with your leg? Did you get elevated or not elevated or you know?
So obviously, with drug and alcohol rehab, we do have that first aid training. But let's be honest, when you're in that moment, I don't think I did the right thing.
And also, that snake's on cocaine.
Yeah.
Right.
They say like tightly bandage and immobilise.
Yeah.
So
in my mind,
stay calm. But as if you can stay calm,
How do you stay calm?
In my mind, it's the old school movies. It's get a penknife, it's cut your leg, and then suck the poison out.
Okay, we have to say legally that is not the answer.
It's get a steak knife.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
From Lord of the Rings, A Musical Tale. We welcome, look, I'm going to put it up there. I think the finest musical theatre voice in this country.
Well said now.
Jemma Rix. And I'm not overstating it either.
And also can hang her career off her eyebrows.
Yes.
And we'll get them on Instagram because as a man, I don't really notice my eyebrows, but Sean, they are on point.
On point.
Gemma,
good morning.
Hi, Gem.
Hello. And, you don't want to mess them up, so you've got to, recorrect and full structure.
So talk to me about
engineer degree.
Talk to me about eyebrows because you had a previous life.
Yes.
What were you?
I was a beauty therapist.
Okay,
I
so
did an apprenticeship for 4 years out of school.
Wow, because you got such you're so fresh looking, right?
Oh,
You're just
bless
those
you.
naturally fresh people. They're disgusting. And then I've always been. I don't have a strong brow, as we know. Mine sort of starts one colour and then fades.
I didn't even realise you had
I know,
eyebrows.
that's my point. I would love a strong brow.
Yeah.
Why didn't you pop into the chemist to get some glints and?
Yeah. I'll tint you up.
You'll
I can
tint
do
me
it.
up.
Yeah.
Sean, a strong brow?
It frames.
I'm not sure.
It frames your face.
My face is basically just a poster in the wind.
I'm just worried that we'll wake up next to each other in the morning and I'll be like,
you are attracted to a strong brow, Sean.
Now, as strong as your brow is, we're hearing rumours that you, as Galadriel,
Oh, dude.
are not wearing elf ears.
No.
This is controversial.
Yes, it is a little bit, but I'm grateful for it.
It feels like reverse cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to believe that you are the queen of the elves?
Well, I think in the way of my wig and my costume, I'm literally gold from head to
And
toe.
then I can't see your ears either 'cause your hair's down.
My hair actually covers the ears. And
It's acting with the suggestion of ears, Natalie. That's what it is.
And I wear this magnificent golden crown, and so I think everything else is at 100. So I think you believe the Elfland.
Did you try the ears and they were just too uncomfortable?
No,
Or you didn't even entertain.
They didn't even offer the ears.
The elf ears were never on the table.
But we do have people in the audience that will be
I
dressed
bet they will.
with elf ears, and we
No
love
doubt.
it.
They could have popped down to Red Dot around Christmas time
Yes,
and got
exactly.
those headbands with ears.
Oh, yes. yes.
Jem, can I ask you about the songs in this musical?
Yes,
I'm
you
trying
know
to think.
them.
I don't know the songs that go with Lords of the Ring.
So it's actually written for this musical tale.
Okay.
So there were single ladies, put a ring on it.
That is brilliant.
There's
Ring
seven rings. Seven rings by Ariana Grande, isn't it? Yeah.
No, but that is actually the thing that got me first intrigued, because when the audition brief came out, I was like, well, what is this role? My agent suggested, maybe look at the Galadriel stuff, and I did some YouTubing and Googling, and that was what actually got me like, I want to audition for the show, because the music is fantastic. And the thing that people need to know about the show too is that all the actors are actually the musicians as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, right.
Exactly.
So the ones that are playing instruments are playing the instruments.
And the characters.
So they wearing ears?
No.
We can't get away from the ears. We're not going to. But hearing a new song for the first time, because a lot of us with all the musicals you've done, we know the song, so we go there and we get to sing along and stuff. How do you reckon we'll react?
Well, I think it's done so beautifully with the setup of like you actually go into the audience and there's hobbits all around you.
Is it all, you're in the audience?
Yeah, so yes.
One of those, Nat.
Yeah.
Yes. And so there's interaction, and they're literally playing music and they're scatting, folk songs.
Scatting?
Yeah.
You know the scat man?
Hobbits scatting.
So, scat man.
Google that.
I mean, we still get goosebumps when we remember you doing Let It Go in Frozen, which is the absolute showstopper. That's such a big number, and you delivered it.
If I went
extremely
to Frozen and went for that song only and left and paid the man I paid for that ticket, I would be happy with that.
That is the best
that song.
compliment
And also,
ever. Thank
you knocked out Defying Gravity.
Yes.
I mean, you've got...
Oh, yeah.
So the big crowd stopper, the crowd pleaser, the showstopper, the whole deal, that's your line.
That's my shtick.
That's a jam.
Do you have that showstopper in this?
Yes. It's with the ensemble itself. So it's Lothlorien, and that's the song. So
what's it called?
Lothlorien.
Oh, it's going to be a hit.
Which is the land.
Lothlorien on TikTok. All the kids doing the Lothlorien.
Wait till Ariana Grande does it. You'll love it.
But it's this beautiful golden moment with everyone playing the instruments and the musicians, and
in the forest.
Yeah.
And literally
in the land of Lothlorien. Yes, ethereal, exactly.
And then, do all the hobbits in the crowd stand up? Do you get a standing ovation, or can't you tell?
Well, I know that people love it because they definitely do give me a big applause. So, yeah, that's a really beautiful moment musically. And then I get to sing another song in Act 2.
But in Frozen, when the dress rips off and you're anything, is there
a moment?
No, I'm sorry, guys. There is no dress ripping off moment.
Did you ever shit yourself a little bit that the dress is going to, all the clothes is going to get ripped off and you're going to be standing there like...
There were accidents that happened. Yeah, and the anxiety I had sometimes. Because you
then
did
you keep going. You have to, don't you?
Yes, of course you got to keep going.
And it's like
Nathan,
she is freezing. She just her clothes on.
Nathan, you just let it go.
But the thing was like I didn't want to wreck that moment for the kids. So the pressure
by being naked.
Well, no, because remember there's something underneath that dress.
But
it wasn't an R-rated.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it all came off, you'd be seeing Elsa's little snowflake.
There would be. There'd be a market for that, Jemma. If things get to that.
Yeah, we've seen that lady from Disney. She's killing it.
But imagine coming home, girls, after a night after you've seen Frozen, and then that's how your dress came off. You just stand in the bedroom and goes whoosh, and it just pulled off behind you.
A relief.
Yes.
Hey, Jem, you spent so much time in WA. We're just asking you. You know your way around Crown like the back of your hand, obviously.
Yes.
Do you have favourite spots to go to when you've got any downtime?
Yeah, so I love actually just walking to Kings Park.
Oh, yes.
And walking around there, and it's just stunning.
Go look for the bodies.
Actually is, isn't it?
And then Cottesloe, of course, the beach. So, yeah, they're kind of my little two go-tos.
Your haunts. Do you get a car when you're here?
Yes, I hire a car.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
right.
you one of these beautiful red-headed, pale-skinned ladies that can go to the beach and not turn into a Jiffy Fire lighter?
No. I have to be smothered in sunscreen.
I'm literally in a poncho with Zimcon. And,
I am one of those. So don't worry.
Okay,
don't
good.
worry.
You look like one of those crazy cave people that come out of the cave.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, no, multi-layered.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
People don't realise.
No, you've got to work very very hard, especially in Australia.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
We can I could walk her to the car right now and both of go up in flames.
Yes.
Would too.
Like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
But with really strong brow.
Yeah. And those cars are parked down the ground. That's saying something.
If hearing Jemma talk about it has piqued your interest,
It has, I'm peaked.
we have a double pass for The Lord of the Rings, a musical tale, up for grabs right now, 13 24 10.
Oh,
You're going to work for it this morning. You need to be calling 19.
The Lord of the Rings, a musical tale. It's now playing at Crown Theatre.
Called a 9. The Fellowship
Opens
of the Ring.
tonight, and it's a strictly limited season. It's only on until the 6th of April. Tickets from Ticketmaster if you want to go along. But Jemma, you can do no wrong. Everything
Jemma
you
Rix.
do, it turns to gold. You're
Jemma Rix,
amazing.
Are you going to America? Are you going to the Americas? Because you seem like a worldwide
Broadway.
talent. What's happening?
Calling?
No,
Are you
no.
joking?
No, well, if they ever called, but I've got a 19-month-old baby, so I'm just kind of busy. And,
Wow.
You know, working and being.
Is the baby backstage?
No,
No, what happens?
No,
What
I'd be
happens?
too distracted.
Okay,
He's off for a quick breastfeed, no?
No, and he's having a nap then anyway. So he's with me, but
What's his name?
Bray.
Bray.
Yeah, Bray.
Oh, kids have got cool names nowadays.
they have.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Dumb old Nathan. Ugh. You know what I mean?
No, we hear you.
I know. I got it.
Jemma, thank you so much. Enjoy your stay here in Perth.
Thank
it's
you
good to
for
have you
having
back
me.
again, and
You're a
you
great
are an
person.
extraordinary talent and great eyebrows. Never
Mate, the eyebrows, check them out.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Tomorrow on the show, we are going to catch up with our docker, Jordan Clark. That's a bit of fun. Plus, the whole world is talking about gout.
Or gwat.
Yeah. So we're not talking to him because he doesn't do any press because he's a 17-year-old school kid. But Matt Shervington, one of our former fastest runners, he's going to be joining us tomorrow to chat about gout.
You would be having to do a tiling company called Grout, wouldn't you?
I know. You would jump on
doesn't it
board,
like
wouldn't
doesn't it
you?
just like lend itself to
Yes,
that?
it does.
Gouts, grout.
Textile traders.
Yeah, mate. Why wouldn't you? By the way, everyone, if you want to jump on our socials, you can see what happens when an electric hot water system explodes in somebody's house. That was mine.
That's
and
amazing.
You can see what damage it can do to a sink as well. Acid holes. Not
know.
assholes. And also, T. She is so amazing at her job. She sings like an angel and she's bloody gorgeous. She's been thinking about becoming a brunette. So we put 3 options on there to show T as a brunette, as a blonde, and as Pauline Hanson. Now, you just naturally go to where you think T should be, and then at the end, with the results, whether she wants to or not, we're going to get that done.
Right, we're going to announce that tomorrow, are we?
And you know what? I'm going to chuck in a crew cut too. Let's get a crew cut in
So
there.
Kelsey Brown, our friend from the West Coast Fever, she has messaged to say she's putting her vote in. She says blonde because Kelsey's whole aim was to try and have her hair, T's hair. And I had no choice but to go back to my natural
Why?
because I couldn't get there. She couldn't do it. She couldn't get
So
blonde enough.
what's her base? Is she dark?
Dark.
So when blonde stunners say dark, I think some of us don't have a choice and you've got naturally beautiful hair.
There you go.
That was all caps. That was all caps. So Kelsey Brown has spoken.
Yeah. And she's got very extremely glossed lips, Kelsey. I think
It's true,
it's
it's a great
amazing.
point.
Sometimes I think when she smiles at me, her head's just going to like go.
At the moment, the results are go dark 55%, stay blonde 27%, and Pauline Red 18%. So
I think we can get the Pauline
Red,
numbers
we're
up.
gonna get
Come on,
them
everyone.
up.
You know what? Here's the ideal thing, right? Because we're going to get the results done, right? And she's pretty and she's had a good oral life.
Yeah.
Let's take her down a peg.
And look, we have put up a picture of as Pauline Hanson, and it is just worth looking.
She looks good.
What
Can I have a look?
Pauline
I haven't
Hanson
seen.
would look like if she was hot.
Yeah. Sean? I give her 5 dim sims and a crab stick.
Yeah.
That's
Hello,
what she
Ross.
does.
Take it.
I've just put a vote for Pauline.
Pauline, because
She's at
we're going to
19.
get the results done. So everyone jump on
Well done,
Pauline.
90%. Thank you, Ross.
You can make
Hi,
it happen.
Rossi.
Hello, welcome back, Nath. We
Thanks,
missed
buddy.
you.
Thank you.
When I'd meet people, we'd have people come into the studio to interview, and I'd say, "Hi, I'm Ross," and say, "Where's Nathan?" And they'd have a sadness in their eyes when they saw me.
No, Ross. No,
So,
Ross.
we
No, there
missed
is
you.
a joy when you're around Ross. You're a lovely person.
No, we missed you. Welcome back, brother.
I don't care what Natalie says.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.